Hi everyone, it's Miss Teri and Miss Mary. We are coming to you today because it is our final week of classes. We have class all week, we have our last day on Saturday. Next week, we only have a few rehearsals scheduled, and the week before recital, we don't have regular classes because we're in rehearsal. So this is our last week, and we wanted to go through a few things with you all so you're all on track and you have all the information you need for recital weekend coming up. So before we get into some of our frequently asked questions, I want to make sure that you know you have all of this information already. This handout was given out and emailed, and it's on the website all the way back in January. So you should have all of these dates already. On the back of this is the actual recital schedule. We have 7 recitals, so it's important that you know which one your children are going to. Then this week, for the last week of classes, every class is getting kind of like a fact sheet. This one is everything you need to know for our mini recitals. It's yellow, so if you have a mini move or a kinder move dancer, that's the paper you'll be getting. First and second graders, theirs is pink. So this is everything you need to know if you're a first and second grade dancer. They're in the mini recitals, but they do have some different things that are going on besides the regular things that minis and kinders do. Also for first and second graders, you should have gotten this already in class and in a few different emails, but this is the optional opportunity to dance with an adult for your child. So this is called the Dance With Me optional routine. It's free, so you don't have to pay for that, but you do have to learn it, so you have to come to a rehearsal next week if you would like somebody in your family to participate in a fun little dance we have planned for show day for your first and second grader. It's for boys, for girls, with their mom, with their dad, with the grandma, grandpa. There's a whole bunch of information on that, but we don't want your child to miss it if she's or he's going to see it on show day and wish that you guys were doing this together. It's a super fun opportunity and creates a really great memory, so don't forget to check that out. That's first and second graders. And then the last little thing I have to show you is this blue one. If you have a dancer that is in the bigger shows on Sunday, Father's Day, then this is the paper that has all of the things you need to know for that show. We do have a finale rehearsal for the big kids on Monday. And the 2 different times are on here, so you can look at that and see what time your dancer would need to be at finale rehearsal. Finale is a big routine that we all do together that closes the show at 1 o'clock and then closes the show at 5 o'clock. So depending on what show your dancer is in will depend on what time she comes to rehearsal or he comes to rehearsal. But it's a really fun routine. We'll all learn it together on Monday, and then you'll get to see it on show day. So that is everything you should already have. If you didn't get it already, you'll be getting it in class this week. So, and it's already been emailed to you as well. So check that out, and that will probably answer all of your questions. But we have been getting lots of questions in the past week, and especially since this week has started up here at the front desk. So we wrote down some of our frequently asked questions, and Miss Marion is going to help me answer them for you now. Do you have a question I can help you with?
I do, Miss Teri. Is there a recital?
There is a recital.
Okay.
It is Father's Day weekend, June 16th and 17th. Mini moves, kinder moves, first and second grade kids are all on Saturday the 16th. If you're a third grade and up dancer, they're on Sunday, and depending on which classes they're in, will determine which show they're in. There are 7 different recitals, so you have to look at the schedule. Don't ask your friends unless you know that friend is in your class.
Okay.
Because it's probably going to be in a different recital. So make sure you check the schedule. But yes, there's a recital coming up.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right. When is my dancer's recital?
So your dancer's recital is on that schedule. So just go ahead and look at it, decide. Well, we can look it up for you if you're not sure how to read that crazy schedule. But there are mini recitals on Saturday. They're super short. They're about 90 minutes. We tell people they'll be back in their car. No intermission. We get through the show really quick. And then the next day, they're a little bit longer, about 2.5 hours. And those are for the older kids, the third grade and up kids on the Sunday.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Can my dancer be in a different recital?
So no, not now. So the time to do any kind of switching has long passed. So if she's scheduled for a recital or he's scheduled for a recital time, that's the time they have to be there. It's really important at this point, especially for the little ones. Sometimes you can tend to think, oh, they're little, it won't matter. They're just standing there and following along. But really, we've been working with them about who's next to them, who their line leader is, who their partner is, who they hold hands with. And there's a lot of sensitivities at that age about who they're holding hands with and how that's going to work out. So as soon as that one child is missing and now a different child is there, it can really throw these little guys. So Yes, whatever show you're signed up to be in, there's like no flexibility about that at this point.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Do I need to buy tickets to this recital?
You do. You need to buy tickets to the recital. Everybody that's in a seat needs a ticket. All of the mini shows are just general seating. So you can buy them ahead of time, you can buy them at the door, you can buy some now, add to them later, and your whole family can sit together. But you do have to buy tickets for those shows. And the big shows are assigned seating. Most of you, if you're in those shows, have already put your envelope into our lottery boxes. There's a box for the 1 o'clock, a box for the 5 o'clock. Everybody has an envelope already pre-prepped. You just write in how many you need, pop them in the box, we pull them out of the box, seat the show, and then the tickets are ready for pickup. If you've already put your envelope in the lottery bins, then your tickets have already been seated and they're ready for pickup. So when you're in class this week, you can come to the front desk and pick up your tickets. You can wait till finale rehearsal if you want to do that too. If you didn't put it in the lottery box, don't worry, they're not going to sell out. They haven't sold out yet. There's still seats available, but we are moving way back. We're already in the very top section of the balcony for both of those big shows. So go ahead and give your family a call, find out who's going, come in and put it in the box so we can get you some seats. I do want to let you all know too, like I wish the auditorium was free and we didn't have to pay anybody to be there, but it is really, really expensive to run the recitals with staff in the high school and props and sets and backdrops and putting down a professional marley floor and all of the things that and paying for the auditorium. It gets really, really costly. So yes, we do have to pay for the recital tickets.
Okay.
Okay.
What do they need to wear to the recital?
To the recital, all of our dancers have a show leotard. So all of our classes are color coded, so you should have a recital leotard that you wore for picture day and whatever color tights your grade wears. You should come with the tights and the leotard already on, your recital t-shirt already on, and your shoes, whatever you have for shoes, ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, whatever, in your bag, labeled already, your bag labeled, your shoes labeled, and you go right in the front door that way.
Does my dancer need to bring their t-shirt?
They do need to bring their t-shirt, so don't panic if you're seeing this and you haven't got your t-shirt yet, because we're giving them out this week in class. So these are the show t-shirts, Heroes and Villains, and everybody's getting one in class this week. They're going to all sign the back with all of their friends' signatures and their teachers' signatures. They do need to bring that to the recital. They'll be taking their finale bow. For the little kids, they'll be taking their bow with their t-shirts on, and the older kids dance their finale routine in their t-shirt as well.
When do they arrive on show day?
On show day, they have to be there a half an hour prior to showtime. So that means, and it gets really difficult on show days. The parking is tricky, especially when we get right in the middle of the mini recitals and kids are there leaving and going at the same time. Give yourself some extra time because the kids get really panicked if they're running in late and everybody's already there. So a half an hour prior to showtime is when the call needs to be. Some of our older, more advanced company kids have different call times and they know what those are. But think about being in the lobby, dropping off your child a half an hour before their showtime. Not necessarily trying to pull up to the high school because you may be parking all the way around the back of the building. But a half an hour prior to, you drop them off we'll have Miss Kerry will be checking everybody in at the front door there. And you leave your dancer there, you'll see a sea of teenage interns and company dancers and performance team dancers ready to hold hands with your little dancer and walk them right back to the dressing room. That's my personal favorite part of the whole weekend is watching them hold hands with a teenager and their little chats down the hallway about recital day. So you drop them off and then you take your seats and that's it. You'll see them at the end of the show.
Awesome. Do they have a rehearsal?
So our little kids, our minis and our kindergartners have no rehearsal. We just go for it. When they get there on recital day, we will take them onto the stage, let them see everything. The house lights will go up. We open the curtain even, and they'll be fine. They don't do a rehearsal. We don't need them to. First and second graders do have a blocking rehearsal on the next Thursday, so the Thursday prior to the recital. And it's a very short amount of time. They need to be at Milton High School, basically just to walk through their formation and block the routine, which means they don't need to wear their costumes. Nobody else is going to be there. We're not running the show. We're just dealing with that first and second grade class, blocking through the formation for that routine, and then they may go. So I think it's a 45-minute period of time that they need to be at blocking rehearsal on the Thursday. The big kids, third grade and up, they do have full rehearsals on the Friday afternoon into the evening before the show. And they have specific times they have to be there for those. So the Friday afternoon into the evening for the big shows is dress rehearsal, and yes, they do need to be there. First and second graders have a little blocking time. Mini and kinders have no rehearsal at all.
Do they have to go to rehearsal?
They do. They have to go to the rehearsal.
Okay.
It helps everybody out on show day. We make sure that everybody knows exactly where they are. Sometimes last minute tweaking things happen at that rehearsal. We do have a big set piece on the stage this year that's like a raised platform. So some of the kids will be dancing up on a platform rather than on the floor like they've been rehearsing. And if that's your child that has to be on that platform dancing and she's not there on rehearsal day, you don't want her to have to deal with that in the moment on show day. So yes, they do have to come to rehearsal.
Okay. Finally, one more question.
Yes.
Does my student have to be in the recital?
They do have to be in the recital at this point. It's a really, really fun opportunity. I know it's a crazy time of year. I get it. I have crazy kids too, and I don't even really know what my schedule is tomorrow. So I get that it's a really difficult weekend. But at this point, we gotta let them finish it out and see the product, the end result of what they've been doing all year. I know for parents, all they see is what's happening from the audience and what's happening on stage. But for me and our teachers and the kids, it's like so much more than just what's happening on stage. There's so many fun things happening backstage. There's this whole peer mentoring, role model to little dancer thing that's happening that's such a big part of what we do that you really want your dancer there. You really, really do. We only get one chance. These kids have been in class all year. This is their chance to show everybody what they've been working on and kind of this little piece of their heart of something that they love. So you don't want them to miss that opportunity. And if your kids are in multiple shows, even better. What a great opportunity for them to come to two and watch it happen twice. It is really, truly a special thing that happens backstage, in the wings, on stage, when they get off stage, the high fives and the hugs and all of the emotions that go into it. It's a full circle experience. So you really just get excited for your kids. I know it's a busy weekend and there's a lot on your calendars already right now, but try to just hold on to the magic with them for a little bit longer because it's so, so, so worth it. They're gonna have awesome memories backstage before you even get to see them. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You want them to follow through with this. Enjoy it with them. Enjoy it with them. It's going to be so much fun. I like that part the best. My favorite part is I'm kind of like the warm-up act for all these baby shows. We get everybody sitting on stage with the curtains closed, and I come out there and get to talk to them all, get them excited. They are so excited to be at recital. It's the best part for me. Mm-hmm. I love that part so much. So. Just know there's so many great things happening backstage before you even get to see them do their dance. For them to line up, know their number, and get out there is a huge accomplishment, so celebrate that with them.
Thank you, Ms. Teri. You answered all my questions.
You're welcome. Before I say goodbye, though, I'm going to have Miss Lauren do this one funny thing. I'm going to have her walk over to Lost and Found.
Okay.
Follow me.
Let's go.
Because this is all going to get donated next week if somebody doesn't come and collect it.
Ta-da.
There's dance shoes, bags, full coats. There's so many things in here.
Everything.
So when you come in this week and drop off your dancer, just take a peek and see if any of this stuff belongs to you. We're going to bag it all up and drop it off at Cradles to Crayons next week when we're closed. So don't call us in August looking for your water bottle because it's gone. So, okay? If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask if we didn't answer them already. We can't wait to see you on your last day and for rehearsals next week and on show day. Happy recital, everybody!